Hi, superstars. It is time for math. We are on lesson 9-9. Make a graph. You've learned about counting numbers to 10. Today, you will learn how to color in pictures to solve a word problem. This is a graph. A graph is a special kind of drawing that shows the number of things that are counted. We're going to color in this graph. So we have a purple crayon, a green crayon, and a red crayon here. So if we want to find out how many students in our class likes each color and which one is the favorite, we can ask and then fill in the number of crayons. So if I was to ask you, do you like purple, green, or red? I would say, who likes purple? All right, let's say 2 kids raise their hands. So if 2 of you raised your hands, we would say, okay, let's color in 2 crayons. That's going to tell us that 2 of our class members likes purple. All right, now, if I said, all right, how many of you like green better? Now you only can raise your hand once. So if you already raised your hand for purple, you cannot raise it for green. So now let's say 5 of you raised your hand for green. So how many crayons are we going to color? That's right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so far, more of our superstars like green than purple. Okay, now we would ask how many of my superstars like red. Is that red or orange? Let's say red. So let's say 6 of you raised your hand. So how many crayons would we color in? 6, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we filled in our graph. So we can look at our graph and we can see what's our classroom's favorite color. So what the majority of our class likes would be red. We're just making up these numbers, right? So once you come into the class, we'll find out. All right, so that's how you color a graph. Let's turn the paper over really quick. But before we turn the paper over, we forgot to fill in our numbers here. So for our red, how many did we get? We count them. We counted 6. How many green did we get? 5. And how many liked purple? 2. All right, let's turn our paper over. All right, let's look at our first box here. All right, what do you see in that first box? There's cats and dogs in a yard. So how can you find out about how many cats and dogs there are? Well, we can count and then we can make a graph. All right, let's look over here in our second box. We can draw circles around the cats in the picture, and that'll make it easier to count the cats now. Why? Well, because the cats are in one group. Let's go over here now. How can we use these circles to color in the graph? We can color in one cat on the graph for each cat inside the circle. All right, let's look over here. This is Snappy Crab. He looked back at the picture and the graph to count how many cats and dogs there are. So how many cats are there? 4. How should he finish the graph to show how many dogs there are? He should color in 6 dogs, because if you count the dogs, there's 6. All right, let's look at our problem. Our first problem down here. Let's move this up. All right, let's look at number 1. Let's read the instruction first. It says, our backyard is full of pets. Are there more cats or dogs? How can we find out? So have the children look at the dogs and cats in the scene and have them color a picture on the graph for each cat and each dog so we can compare. Have the children circle the pet whose group has more in the scene. So let's start by counting the cats. So an easy way to count the cats would be to circle them. So let's circle the kitty cats. Okay, so how many cats are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's color in 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's write the number 4 right there. Okay, now we can use a different color for the dogs. How many dogs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's color in 6 dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's write 6 right here. Okay, so are there more dogs or more cats? All right, you're going to circle the pet whose group has more. It looks like there's more dogs. So circle the dog. All right, let's look at number 2. It says, does the dog have more red bowls or green bowls? Have the children look at the red and green dog bowls in the scene. Color the picture on the graph for each red bowl and each green bowl so you can compare. And then circle the color that has fewer bowls in the scene. All right, let's count the red bowls. We can circle them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can use red. Let's color them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's write the number 5. Okay, now let's count the green. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to color in 1, 2, 3, 4. Write the number 4, and now they want you to circle the bowl that has fewer in the scene. Are there fewer red or fewer green? Do you remember what fewer means? Fewer means less. So which bowl is less? 4. So we are going to circle the green. All right, superstars, keep up the good work. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.